Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty intriguing stuff because I think today we actually had a lot of PlayStation and Sony kind of hate going on all throughout today. Now, do I think a lot of this is kind of somewhat justified? I'm going to go and say no. But we did actually see a lot of people complaining up on Reddit, complaining up on Twitter, and overall just kind of some very, very mixed reactions in regards to what just happened with the Sony State of Play. Now, myself, I'm going to give you guys all the rundown of everything that was announced. There actually was a few intriguing things, and I will go give them the benefit of the doubt that they did go and announce everything beforehand, that it was number one, a shorter state of play, and number two is more of a Japanese focus, and number three, that they did not want to go mention any PSVR and PSVR 2 news as well. So they kind of gave us that little like, hey, it's only 20 minutes, homies. Keep chilling, keep vibing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to that stuff, I think a lot of people were still pretty upset. So we have a double whammy of kind of talking about why people were kind of upset, kind of in my opinion, unrightfully so. And part two of, well, the fact of what actually kind of happened in case you guys did go and miss it or just don't want to watch the entire thing itself. I'm going to give you guys my also initial thoughts too as well. I'll probably maybe check it out on my Twitch stream too on top of that. As well, if you guys miss any of the restock stuff, we'll have another restock video probably in the next few hours, so be on the lookout for that. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, we have the Twitter link down below for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway too as well. Twitter and Twitch stream down below, Weeble and Coinbase down below, and all the other good stuff as well, the Amazon links and all that good stuff. So let's go dive in the video itself. So as I mentioned, today we did actually have a state of play going on, and there was at least a few different things tied on in. But I'm more so first and foremost want to go talk about why people are upset, because it's kind of just always weird. Like, I always feel like if you go on Twitter, there's a lot of folks over here that are basically always saying, like, hey, these really just weren't that good. A lot of people are saying, like, hey, there's going to be another state of play. They got kind of teased over there because a lot of folks, I think, were waiting for a kind of big update, whether it's for, say, God of War Ragnarok and other various games all throughout the year. Although they did go and say there will be another one in the near future, just so you guys all go and know. But I think the kind of big thing was just a lot of people are like, I got myself excited for no reason. I was looking through it. Maybe I didn't have a chance to go and see the initial statement saying that was more of a Japanese focus over here. And like, even all this type of stuff, you can kind of even see, if you guys just basically just kind of going through like some of the even Twitter comments mixed on in, where people are like, hey, it was just bad. Games are cool, but like, where's the God of War? Just just this is a random. I'd even preemptively see some of this stuff, or like from seeing the comments, I'm glad I missed out on seeing the state of play. I mean, of course, some people are like surprising, kind of good. New games revealed I haven't heard of. They look interesting. Let's go, let's go. I mean, some folks are happy with that too as well. But at the same time, just a lot of folks are kind of just on the mediocre side. I saw a lot more negative. I saw some people putting Twitter polls out there and saying like, was it an A, B, C, or D? We had a very large majority of them just saying D. We had a lot of other folks as well, just kind of basically just having iffy things. I had a few folks tweet at me being like, it wasn't really worth even watching. I'll probably still check it out myself and kind of see their flow of everything before I go show you guys all the games. But some of you guys know, it did kind of seem like it wasn't the best, but although we were expecting that ever since they did go and mention it. And I think the part two of it is I think a lot of folks were more upset on the fact that it wasn't like that big, huge, like E3 level announcement. And at the same time, not every single conference is going to be massive. Not every single conference is going to be like, here is 7 AAA games, here's a brand new Infamous, brand new Horizon, brand new God of War, brand new like Red Dead Redemption 3, brand new GTA 6. Like, not everything can, because those games take a long time to develop. And you kind of almost want to have a very special time for it. And there is usually at least that one or two really huge PlayStation Directs, or when it comes to like Xbox conferences, E3 events, etc., throughout the year. So some of you guys know, I think most of you guys understand to kind of keep your expectations in line. If you guys want to give your initial impressions, feel free to. But if you guys did not have a chance to go and see, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a quick rundown of everything that kind of came on out from the actual PlayStation Direct. I keep on saying PlayStation Direct, but it's a state of play, but whatever, just, for the sake of words. I'm going to mute it as well, just in case there's any audio issues for copyrights and stuff like that. But we actually had some kind of cool stuff. We had Capcom revealing XCOM Primal. As you guys know, Capcom's usually been pretty good and pretty solid when it comes to games in general. So basically, it looked kind of more on the futuristic side. Just probably go and tell and see. You guys also look, here's a dinosaur outbreak will soon be occurring. It's like, it kind of almost gives a little bit of like, a little bit of Anthem vibes. Kind of a little bit sort of ish, give or take, in terms of all the other various games too. It just seems weird. Like, at first impression, it seems kind of cool. People kind of compare this to, like, say, like a Dino Crisis vibe. And it looks neat. It looks very Capcom-y for sure. Kind of definitely gives me like a Monster Hunter type vibe too as well. Although they did go and announce they want to do it sometime throughout the PS5 and PS4 throughout this year, as we now just have a flood of dinosaurs. And I'm sure I would love just to go and see Twitch chat's reaction of just literally seeing this showing up on screen itself. But the game itself looked kind of cool. Graphic looked kind of cool. Story-wise looked kind of cool. Gameplay definitely did not look normal, as you guys could probably see from this one. It looked just like an intriguing game that I myself would probably check out, because it kind of just seems like it'd just be weird, like it just looks weird. But some Capcom games, and there's definitely a lot of Japanese style-based games, are kind of in that same boat. So you know what, if it's fun, I'm down to go and play it. We also do have another brand new update too as well for Ghostwire Tokyo. I can't wait to play this game, and I definitely will be playing this game later on throughout this month, but when it comes to the game itself, this game looks sick. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know how to word it well, it just kind of seems cool. I've always loved the Japanese, kind of somewhat like cyberpunk-ish type, like Neo style type things. The animations looks really cool, the story looks very confusing, although it looks kind of neat, and just overall, it just looks like a fun little game in the background. Now, I'm sure you guys have maybe seen a little bit of this so far. This will be coming out on March 25th, and I believe there's also some earlier pre-orders too as well. So I think, hopefully, I'm going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, have Elden Ring done before then, because I want to go check out this game myself and see. So very cool. Another kind of big thing too as well for Strangers of Paradise, which is actually coming out. Apparently, I actually did not know this game's coming out March 15th. If you guys happen to know, feel free to. Apparently, this is kind of like the style of like a Dark Souls type style Final Fantasy, which does seem kind of neat and kind of cool to me in all honesty. I haven't really seen too much of it. I've heard of the game, obviously, but I haven't really seen too much stuff with it. I'm not sure if I'll be buying this one myself or not. You guys can maybe kind of give your thoughts and comments on it down below. I'm kind of on the middle. I'm not really sure, but there is a brand new demo in case you guys do want to go check that out, I believe, too, as well. We have also some new gameplay is over here for PS5 for the Forspoken, which sadly, if you guys did go and see, was just now recently delayed from May 25th to October 11th. That was only like 1 or 2 days ago from so. Thankfully, the game doesn't look the worst, although if you guys kind of see it, does look a little bit on the janky side in terms of the lower animations. Like, even looking through some of this stuff, it doesn't look like a full, like, 60 FPS. Even on the trailer, it doesn't look bad. Animation quality-wise, it does look kind of cool. I probably will be checking out this game myself from everything I had a chance to see. Although, once again, I think it definitely does need a few more months in the, I guess, in the oven, just to make it look a little bit better. But there's a lot of good potentials, but the one big thing is you want to have a fluid game when the game is mainly based on fluidity, you know, like moving around, parkour, and using animations. So, like, some look good, some look bad. I could definitely see a little bit of jank, although I definitely see the potential, especially if they maybe fine-tune it just a little baby bit more. But definitely seems really cool. It's actually a game that's very, very high up on my radar this year. This was an intriguing one with Gundam Evolution. It finally has this Western, basically release over here. So basically this is confirmed for later on 2020. And a lot of games over here from the state of play have actually been confirmed for this year. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Kind of gives me a little bit of Call of Duty, Battlefield type vibes or whatever itself. You guys can kind of give me your thoughts on it down below. I'm always kind of a big fan of other games with different types of elements, FPS type stuff. Like, I'm always cool with it. I could see this having potential, but at the same time, I could also see this being like a very niche game that maybe even flops, although Gundam itself is pretty popular IP, although definitely a bit more on the anime side. So I'm on the middle for this one. It kind of gives you mixtures of like TFT, Overwatch, like a lot of various game things. I'd be down to try it. I'm not against it. I'll maybe want to check out the playtest for it itself. Kind of the big one over here is the TMT Cowabunga Collection announced for 2022 as well, where they have 13 classic TMNT games. So in case you guys just want to have a nice little blast from the past, mixed that in with this one, they have a bunch of old school games that were also announced for it. I probably won't be picking up this myself, but I definitely know the niche style is always there. A lot of people always like this type of stuff, so nothing wrong with that one. This one's actually an intriguing one for me. Godzilla Brawler. Giga Bash is coming to PS5 and PS4, and kind of even how people have said Godzilla. I played the Godzilla game back in the day on my GameCube. Fantastic game. I'm not sure if I want to play this. Might be kind of fun, maybe just to play with some friends and goof around it or whatever. It's like, you know, you basically get different animations, you get different types of characters, you get to do different battles. I think it seems kind of cool. I'm not sure if this is like a must buy for me, but like I said, the one nice thing for all this stuff is you have different options, you have different types of games, you have different styles, and it is also confirmed for this year. Now, from the anime folks out there, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. I have never seen but Jojo myself, although I have watched many, many different types of anime. Currently watching like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and all that other stuff. So I'm sure anyone who's a big fan of Jojo could probably appreciate this. They're probably going to be hyped up for this for sure, at least in anything. So to let you guys all know that we are now seeing this one. It's a cool little fighting game. I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games like the Tekkens, Mortal Kombat, or whatever, although I'd maybe check this out or at least check out a beta if there's any like network tasks or other stuff mixed on in. Like I said, not my overall style. If you guys are more on the anime style, you guys may like a little bit more. A new trailer as well for the Black and White Samurai Adventure Trek to Yomi. Now, I believe this one seems also a bit more on the intriguing side. I think also might only be a pure PlayStation 5 game too as well. This kind of almost gives me a little bit of like Sifu vibes, like a Sifu Ghost of Tsushima type vibe, especially if you guys remember like some of the hallway corridor vibes of Sifu, if you guys played that. I think it seems intriguing. I'm not sure how much I'll like it, although I did really enjoy Ghost of Tsushima, and I always do enjoy this type of like samurai basic type game. Definitely doesn't seem as AAA, but does seem kind of nice. It just kind of seems kind of nice little flow. You guys can give me your thoughts and comments down below. And one of the big things too as well is Returnal. Returnal actually is now announcing its co-op campaign, which I would love to actually go and play this in general. So basically this has a 2-player campaign to co-op the game, as well as a brand new survival mode about scaling a tower. So I think I'd be more intrigued to check out the co-op. I've not had a chance to check out Returnal in quite some time, ever since, it had its first update not too long ago. Well, this is also updating dropped on March 22nd, which I kind of wish some of these more were around the April side, as a little bit more freedom for this one. Also, we do have the Square Enix announcing this new strategy RPG, which I'm actually very intrigued on myself. This is apparently coming on the PS4 and PS5 later this year, with a 3D take on the strategy genre, and basically for this one, it has like 3 different kingdoms the game will be focusing on. I'm always a big fan of RPGs. I've been loving my Elden Ring up on Twitch. Always reminder, follow up on Twitch if you guys want to. And just, I think it kind of seems kind of nifty, kind of cool. I like the pretty colors. I like Square Enix. And although they don't always have the best games out published, usually they are pretty consistent when it comes to other games. But the game itself looks good, looks nice and snazzy, looks very weeby style. As you guys know, for a Japanese conference, would make a lot of sense. So, in my opinion, everything I've seen, I had a chance to see for this one looks kind of cool. Now, once again, you kind of depends. If you guys ever play a lot of Nintendo games, you guys would maybe like it. I don't know. Like, I kind of like this type of style game. I used to love, like, Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. This is actually a game I probably would want to play. Maybe not necessarily stream, perhaps, but I definitely want to play this game maybe off-stream and in my own spare time. And as well, Valkyrie Asylum, or whatever over here too as well. For the final announcement is actually coming from the PS4 and PS5 in 2022. The game is a new entry in Square Enix's Valkyrie Profile series, which I really haven't played too much myself, although I do think, from what I kind of remember, I think is a little bit more of like a Tales of Arise, like Tales of Symphonia, Tales, all that type of stuff style for the game itself. I'm trying to get like a nice little like picture over here, where it kind of seems like more of the open worldy type style. There was that one game, if you guys remember, and the name kind of escapes me, that they tried to promote on a previous State of Play before, so I kind of wish we'd have a little bit more information on that one, which I don't think was Valkyrie Asylum, whatever it is as well. But this looks kind of cool, kind of gives you definitely some Tales vibes mixed on in. It's a little bit of Persona-y type vibes, etc. Like a fun little RPG type game too. So that's pretty much about it for the State of Play. Like I said, some people are happy, some people are upset, although at least we did have some brand new games, and while it wasn't the best, at least in my mind, any brand new games, I'm always happy for. So give me your thoughts, give me what games you guys like down below, and as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for that Weeble, sign up for that Coinbase, sign up for all that good stuff as well, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Follow up that Twitter, I'll have another video up later on throughout today. Love you guys.